Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life's problems, wondering how things will work out? Well, Jesus offers a simple yet profound solution. Jesus' teachings can feel confusing when we overthink them, but when we approach Him with simplicity, everything becomes clear. How do we simplify our lives the way Jesus intends? By welcoming His Spirit, trusting Him completely, and obeying what He tells us through God's Word. When we live this way, life becomes surprisingly uncomplicated. Jesus says, "Look at the grass of the field. If your Father takes care of something as temporary as grass, how much more will He provide for you if you stay close to Him?" Every time we drift away from God, it's because we believe we know better than Jesus. When we let the stress of life take over, we lose sight of God's much more. Look at the birds of the sky, Jesus says. Birds don't stress out. They simply follow the life God created them to live, and He provides for them. Jesus promises that if we stay connected to Him and obey His Spirit, God will take care of us just as He does for the birds. Think about the wildflowers of the field, Jesus adds. They grow where they're planted without trying to control their circumstances. But how often do we resist where God has placed us, refusing to grow and thrive in that place? Many of us refuse to grow where God plants us, and we end up taking root nowhere. God reminds us that if we follow the life God has given us, He will handle the rest. So, if we aren't experiencing God's much more, it's because we've let distractions and worries take over. Instead of focusing on what God has already done for us, we waste time questioning Him. Consecration, setting ourselves apart for God, isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily choice to turn our hearts and minds back to Him. Are you making time every day to focus on God, letting Him direct your life? Well, here's our life application point for today. Start each day giving your worries to God. Choose to trust Him to handle the much more as you focus on His plans. Like the birds and the flowers, obey the life He's given you and trust that He will take care of everything you need. Make it a daily habit to set yourself apart for God's work and watch how He transforms your life.